Dan, we don't have a lot of experience using the Instapot.
No, it's new to us.
It is new to us. And my brother Robert, he's the one who told me, get an Instapot. He knows I'm not really a gadget person. I just like things really simple. So does Dan. But he said, you gotta get it. He had just made a tomato sauce. Some of you might say gravy, if you're Italian. And he said, you just gotta get one. So we did. Dan, you did some research and what?
But we have the air fryer, which we love.
We've
had that for probably a little over a year now. And
oh my gosh, no way. We've had that for like 5 years. Time flies when you're having fun.
So we've had such great success and fun cooking so many different things with it. It's such a healthy way to cook under that air convection oven that we use. And so we said, well, let's try this Instapot. Again, gadgety. I usually like to just do things normally in a kitchen, like, fry things pots and pans, in the oven or whatever. But when her brother Robert when Pamela's brother Robert told us about the Instapot, I said, let's see. If I can cut time, if I can collapse time in the kitchen, even if it's just a little bit, I think that's going to help us a lot. So I learned more about it, figured out which one we wanted, and guess what? The brand Instapot is what we ended up with. It really was a great brand. We bought the big one. It's an 8-quart Instapot. Just because we always cook for a lot and we like to batch cook when we're cooking. And so that's why I went with it, and it's turned out great.
They say that, from what I've read, that most people will get the 6-quart, and that seems to be a nice size. But we did get the 8-quart. Dan, did you get this, on Walmart or something? Or did you just go to Instapot.com? Or?
No, I went right to Walmart. I like to shop at Walmart online. They seem to get that delivery to you quickly. So that's where I got it.
And what you learned, this was really interesting, is that by cooking with the Instapot, because of the way the pressure cooker works, because that's what it is, it's a pressure cooker, it actually can retain more of the nutrients in the food that you're cooking.
Right, because it's not such high heat, even though, the heat's relatively high, but whenever you're cooking food, especially when you're cooking vegetables, you're going to lose some of the nutrients. The heat breaks those phytonutrients down, breaks down the vitamins, breaks down the antioxidants. So you don't really get everything you think you're going to get when you cook. That's why there's a lot of people that advocate for raw food, and there's raw foodies out there that say they get a lot more nutrients, and it's true. I've always been of the school, if you're going to cook it and you're going to lose some nutrients, at least you're eating good food. You're still getting those nutrients. Maybe you need to eat a little bit more, but it's better to eat that food.
So this is a good option.
Right. So using something that's going to retain that. That's why some cooking techniques like steaming is better than boiling, because the heat's not as high and it doesn't remove. Just even through, it leaving the vegetables, you don't lose as much when you steam. When you do pressure cooking, you don't even lose as much as when you steam. So it's a great way to, again, collapse time and retain a lot of nutrient value in your food.
Couple things that we learned. Instapot, don't expect that everything's going to be done in an instant, okay? Things may be done, may be prepared and cooked quicker, but just because of how this works. But don't always think that it's going to be done in an instant.
No.
And just because it's a pressure cooker, don't think it's going to add any extra pressure to your cooking skills and prep, okay? It's going to take pressure off of you because you have the ability to batch cook in here. And there's some really great techniques if you get into it a little bit more, where you can do that one stop pot cooking, and it really can save time that way.
Make complete meals in a matter of minutes, or what used to take you hours. Because the first thing I made in our Instapot was my New England baked beans. I love to make New England baked beans the very traditional way, starting out with uncooked navy beans. And it took me 6 hours doing it on the stovetop and in the oven. the first few times that I made them recently. But with the Instapot, I was able to collapse that 6 hours of time down to 2 hours, decreasing it by 3 times the amount of time it took me to make it. And it was delicious.
Yeah. We can post the recipe.
Yeah, we can post the recipe. It's really simple to do. You kind of set it and forget it. And the next thing you know, you've got baked beans to enjoy.
And one of the tips that I want are Dan's secret sauce for his Boston baked beans is, you know how typically if you're making Boston baked beans, we start with the pork fat, right?
It's all about pork fat.
All about the pork fat, and it gives it that flavor and that fatty taste there. But one thing that you've experimented with is a couple things. You did the liquid smoke.
Yes.
Okay, you can get that really great. And also you used, the brand is like Fake and Bacon. So it's a tempeh that has that smoky flavor, and he puts bits of that in it. No one even realizes that it isn't real pork fat or bacon.
Delicious.
It's so tasty, and it gives that little extra bit in the Boston baked beans. Okay, little extra tip. And we have 2 great resources for you for Instapot recipes that are all plant-based. Dan, I can't remember them.
Well,
what was what?
I can tell you that most recipes can be done in the Instapot.
Okay.
To try to convert them can be a little tricky when you're first learning.
Okay.
That's why it's good to go to websites that will give you the cooking times and then the order in which you put things into the pot to create these meals.
Right.
So one of them was...
it was pressurecook.com, I believe.
Yes.
We have them up on our computers. You think we would have remembered them. And pressurecook.com.
No, pressurecookrecipes.com.
Pressurecookrecipes.com. And then the one that I have is, we do our homework, okay?
I know.
It was, okay. All right, let me look. The computer.
But I really enjoy,
down.
and there's so many different types of pressure cookers you can buy, but so far so good with our Instapot.
You know what? I'm going to have to post it because my computer has shut down on me and it's reloading. But I will post that below. But there, you can also just always go to the Google. That's what I did.
Right.
And you just put in vegan. You have to use that word vegan, even though we don't love that word. Plant-based. Instapot recipes, and you will have 4 lifetimes worth of vegan, plant-based Instapot recipes that are great. There was a few that were on the site that I have that I really am looking forward to trying because we're big on buffalo dips here with all these
spicy.
Kids here.
They love it spicy.
They love it. And so there was a great one for the buffalo dip, and it was made with cashews, which was great to give it the creaminess, and some almond milk. Looked amazing. And they had some Moroccan dishes. We love making meals with chickpeas, so easy and delicious and healthy. And then, of course, there was some pasta dishes that were on there as well.
And rice bowl dishes, even risottos that are so simple to make with mushroom or whatever you like to put in your risotto.
So there you go. What we want you to do, because we know a lot of you are experts on here on the Instapot, please post your Instapot recipes, links, ideas, tips. What's working? What's not working? I'd love to know because we do, now that we bought it, we want to use it. And so we want to hear from you. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.